I got the curlies today. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing lovely today. I was trying to do a test broadcast. Okay. Yeah, I hope everybody is doing wonderful today on this lovely, lovely day. Y'all, I don't even know why I'm constantly having difficulties with this thing. It just started. I kid you not. There we go. There we go. So today, I don't want to hold you guys long today. I just kind of want to get on to show my face. And just kind of talk to you guys a little bit. Not too much about anything in particular. Just want to talk about your mindset, okay? Your mindset is everything, like your perspective. How do you view the life that you're living, okay? Y'all know how I am with the notes. I kind of jotted some notes, but you know how some sometimes the notes work out, sometimes they don't. But I just like to talk from a passionate place. Because sometimes we want to make sure that we are. Um, I think we live in a world where everybody wants to sound intelligent and just go over the top with things. When at the end of the day, all that matters is your perspective and the understanding that you have about what it is that you're looking to um, understand. Okay, so and y'all know I get a little anxious when I do these videos, but like I said before, the more that I do it, the better that I get. Okay, and like I said, you can feel fear. Okay, fear is a good thing. Just don't let it overtake you to where you're just like, no, I don't want to do it. You just got to feel the fear and do it anyways. It's okay to be uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, you know what? That's when the most growth takes place, right? We all know that. So it's good to be uncomfortable. I am very uncomfortable. It may not look like it, but yeah. So, what mindset do you have when it comes to your life, or what do you expect to gain from the life that you were given? Okay. Do you consider yourself a victim or a victor? Like, what do you think about yourself? Like, I really would love for you guys to start to um, engage with me in my live videos, because that would be nice to know what it is, or know your perspective on things. I can't be the one that's always talking, right? But it's okay with me because I'll continue to talk, right? Which is not a problem. Okay, so do you think that you're unworthy? Um, the truth is, we live in a world where there are a lot of people that use their past as an excuse to keep themselves like held hostage. You know, we may say, well, I was homeless, or my family wasn't raised like this, or I wasn't taught this, or whatever the case may be. Those are excuses. You use those because you want to remain comfortable. You are comfortable in that disease or that discomfort. And I want to understand, why is it that we become so comfortable in our dis-ease, okay? So it's disease, but dis-ease. Okay, I hope you guys are catching my drift here. So I'm going to talk to you guys about why I love what it is that I do, why I love my business so much. I love my business, first of all, because it's personal. And most of the services that I provide, they keep families in their homes. Okay? And you say, Valerie, what do you mean? How do you keep people in their homes? Okay. So, as I was talking about in my other video, if you guys can go to my YouTube page, Legacy Talk TV, you guys will go to the video where it talks about the living benefits. You want to go to that video. But in that video, I'll talk to you guys about life insurance with living benefits and how it can assist you if you were to become disabled, or even upon death. Like if you were to have a chronic, critical, or terminal illness, such as a heart attack, stroke, kidney failure, or dismemberment due to diabetes, if you're no longer to feed yourself, use the restroom, or move around, those types of things. Okay? A lot of times when you have a disability and you are a worker, and if you are the primary breadwinner in your home, guess what? What will your family do without you if something was to happen to you? Like, what funds do you have? So let's say if you're the only breadwinner in your home and you're taking care of your family, you have a stay-at-home wife or a husband. Like, what do we do? I mean, it's going to take, a lot of times it's going to take more than a day to go and get a job. You got to go through the whole interview process and the background process. But again, life is still going to keep happening. You're going to still have to feed your kids, and you're still going to have to do things that you were doing when you had a job. Bills are going to continuously come. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And that's the same thing with death. Okay? What's your family going to do without you? Okay? And if, like I said, if you're the main breadwinner, or if you're the main breadwinner and you get disabled and you're no longer at work, guess what? They're not going to decrease your rent or your mortgage just because you're sick. Guess what? They're going to chunk you the deuces, and you got to get out of there. Because your problems doesn't constitute an emergency on their behalf. You know, and it may sound a little funny that I said that, but that's just how life is. A lot of times people don't care that you have sickness or a death in your family. They don't care about that, because again, this is the world that we're living in. You know, so they're not going to lower your bills just because you're going through something. So they look at it as if you're supposed to have yourself or have a plan in place to make sure that if something happened to you, then you're not in this situation. Because guess what living benefits will do for you? You can file a claim against this policy to pay your bills. And that will buy you some time until you can get on your feet. Oh my God. Like this, I mean, I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I found out about life insurance with living benefits, so I know a lot of people say, I have life insurance, but guess what? It's not this. This is not that. Okay? This is not that. Okay? Living benefits will save your behind. It will save your family. When I learned about this, guys, I've got me a couple of policies. I'm like, just in case, because I never know what's going to happen. And I don't want to be in a position to where if something happens to me, if anybody's taking care of me, they're not going to be taking care of when I'm gone. Because if you took care of me while I'm here, I'm going to take care of you. That's only right? You want to take care of your loved ones. Okay, that's nobody's job but your own. So that's why living benefits are so very important. I think I just can't stress that enough. And so my only option is to give you guys examples and put it in perspective of how this can benefit you. Okay? So that's the only way that I know how to do this thing. And I love the living benefits because, again, I don't know if you guys know my story. I've never been a private person when it comes to sharing what it is that I need to share because, again, like I said, my business is very personal to me. You know, of course, there's a business and personal, but again, this is a business that I've had my hands in, you know. So it's a difference when you've been building it since, you know, from the ground up. So it's very personal for me. And I can't, there's no way I can offer my clients a product that I wouldn't want or I don't have myself. Okay? First of all, I don't want to do that. Okay? So that's the living benefits, guys. Living benefits is everything. It is life. You don't have to struggle. You just don't. And another product, guys, I did a video yesterday. I don't know if you've missed it, but I can't remember the caption, but if you can go to, I don't even know if it's in there. But there's another video. The video before this one, I uploaded it on my Valerie Financial Group page, and I was talking about the hospital indemnity plans. If you guys missed that video, you missed a heck of a lot. That video was jam-packed. I had numbers in there to kind of get you in the mind frame of like how this can benefit you versus not having what it is that you need to have. So if you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch it, okay? And I want to just talk little bit about the hospital indemnity plan. So the hospital indemnity plan, if you don't know what that is, it's a supplement to your insurance, your health insurance that you may have. Now, you can have it without health insurance. However, like I said in my video, I would prefer that you have health insurance along with hospital indemnity or that supplement, because I mean it just keeps you out of medical debt. And you know, a lot of times the health insurance companies, they're not going to pay for everything. So what do? Would you much rather come out of pocket with everything, or would you much rather come out of pocket with some of the costs, or would you rather not possibly coming out of pocket with anything, while at the same time putting money in your pockets? Because that's what a hospital indemnity plan will do for you. Okay? They will pay you the money and you pay that bill. And if you have some money left over, guess what? I'm pocketing that thing. Okay? Look, that's your money. That's your policy, your money. Okay? I don't know if I want to do an example of that. Let's just say if you have to pay, well, I'm going to give y'all a little teaser. So just make sure that you go and watch the video, okay? But like I was saying, like a regular hospital stay, let's say on average, maybe $300 per day that you're in there. So you may be there 4 days, 5 days. So you multiply that times that 300. So if you're in there 5 days, that's $1,500, right? So you have to pay $1,500 for that particular stay. Now that's with health insurance. Now let's talk about without health insurance. So on average, what, $2,800 or $3,000 possibly per day in a hospital. Okay? So you just do the math. So you've got $3,000 per day, let's say 5 days, that's $15,000. Now you have with insurance, $1,500, without insurance, $15,000. Like, no brainer. But guess what? My hands are backwards. So, but $1,500, and then you got $15,000 with insurance, without insurance. So, but now you have the hospital indemnity plan, which can come in the middle and supplement that. So supplementing that can only mean a positive for you, right? I mean, just look at it. I mean, $1,500, $15,000, you got that supplement. So let's say if you have, I'm going to try to do this math real quick in my head. So let's say if you have a daily benefit amount of $600 with this policy, you would be subtracting $300 from that, which will leave a positive $300 in your pocket. So just do the math. So that's positive, that'd be 3 times 5, which is $1,500. So you'll have a $1,500 that are deposited into your pockets with the hospital indemnity plan. So would you much rather have the negative $1,500 that's coming out of your pocket, the addition or the amount that's going into your pockets for $1,500, or would you much rather pay $15,000? Because guess what? You're gonna under the ACA, you're gonna be required to have health insurance. Okay? You're gonna have to have health insurance. So either, I mean, I don't want to get too far into that. You guys, if you haven't watched the video, make sure you catch up on that video. There's a lot of golden nuggets in there, as well as the example that I just mentioned here. My mouth is a little dry, y'all. I need something to drink. But, okay, so, and I appreciate anyone that is watching. You guys, I appreciate your time. Okay? And I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer. Okay? And also, another benefit that I offer, or service that I offer, is retirement. Okay? So with the retirement, I'm preventing families from outliving their incomes or their savings. Imagine you worked all your life and your funds run out at age 70 or 79 or 90. Guess what? You're going to have some hard years ahead. That's going to be very difficult for you. Very difficult. It's like, what if you pass away at 101? Who's going to take care of you? We all know nobody wants to take care of anybody. Let alone we want to take care of ourselves. We expect others to take care of us, but we don't want to take care of ourselves. Why is that? Y'all, I'm giving y'all a mouthful today, so just bear with me. Like I said, I have a few notes, but again, this is my business is very personal to me. I just like to put things in perspective so that you can understand where I'm coming from. So I'm speaking like from here, you know. I'm very passionate about what it is that I do. So you don't want to get to a position to where you're outliving your savings. People are like, yeah, Valerie, I have retirements. Sorry. They'll tell me, hey, I already have my retirement set up. But guess what? You may have retirement set up at your job, but guess what? If something happens to your job, they go bankrupt, guess what? You don't have retirement. What retirement do you have? The only way to make sure that your retirement is secure is if you have your own plan in place should something happen. Because businesses are going out of business. Whether you know it or not, I know they're going out of business. And that is a fact. So go ahead now to put a plan in place. Y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all, I work with some amazing companies with very good retirement products. I'm telling you, like you mean double your money? We're going to double that money, okay? Okay? So, I love what I do. You guys have no idea. I love what I do because I love to help people. I love to help folks and put them in a better situation. I just hate to see people struggling. I struggle. I still struggle. But my struggle does not give me an excuse to slack off and doing what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. So the thing is, like I said in the beginning of this video, you can either use excuses to make you better. We don't want to use excuses for any reason. Okay? We want to be in the mind frame of being a victor, not a victim. Because regardless of what happens to you in life, you can make whatever life you want. Regardless, it doesn't matter what it is that you want to do. The only person that will be holding you back is you. Yes, it's good to use your past to expel you forward or propel you forward. Yes, that's fine. But don't use your past as a way to hold you back. And I bet you guys say, well, she was just talking about this and that. But I'm just trying to get you guys in a perspective to understand that everybody goes through things. Everybody struggles. Nobody knows what life has to offer ahead of us. So the best thing for us to do is put a plan in place. It's very simple. We have the resources. Okay? So the only way you don't have, or the only way you're going to struggle is if you just don't care about life itself. If you don't care about your family, you won't get life insurance. You just won't have it. I mean, I can't tell you to care about your family. I can't make you do. That's something that you would, I would feel like that's something that would be ingrained in you, to look out for your family, I would say. But again, everybody is different. And for those that may not think like that, I wanted just to, that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get on here, because not everybody think the way that I do. And that's something I have to realize. Not everybody think the way that I do. So I have to make sure that I leave my platform, I leave my my space open to understand all perspectives, which is why it's very important for you guys to interact with me. So make sure that you go to my YouTube channel to subscribe and to keep up with, look y'all, I'm still working on it. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel, Legacy Talk TV, or yeah, that's what it is. And make sure you comment, share, subscribe, and comment, and turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss any videos, because again, not on this page, but my personal page, I will be deleting, and you guys will no longer be able to access me on my personal page. So the only way that you will be able to contact me would be through Valerie Financial Group, as well as my other forms of social media. Okay? Oh, I forgot what. Well, I think that will pretty much end this video. But again, you guys, you don't have to struggle unless you want to. Y'all like my hair today? I did a little curly curls for you guys. But okay, so Another thing before I go. Okay, if you can relate to my story or my business and my mission to help family, please feel free to send me your resume at info@Valerie Financial Group. Guys, you will need a health and life insurance license, okay? You will need to have that. And if you don't, no worries, because guess what? I have staff that will assist you with getting you everything that you need to get going. Okay? I will. I have a team of people that will assist you with getting that taken care of. Okay? Guys, again, put a plan in place. Okay? That's very important. You know what they say? If you know better, we should do better. Okay? We have the resources. So it's like now we can't turn and look at everybody else or the man and all these other and say, well, it's because of them because I don't have. You do have. And if you don't have, it's because you don't ask or you're not seeking it or you're not engaging. Because one thing about me and my business, there's no way for me to hunt down somebody that's not looking for what it is that I have to offer. You have to understand the value of your life in order to value the services that I provide. So if you don't have any value on your life, or if you don't see that you're valuable and worthy, there's no way that I can convince you of that. I can't do it. You know? I can get on here and talk all day, but that's something that has to come from within. We all have to do that inside work. However, I am here. If you find that anything that I've discussed here today, you can benefit from it, or if you can benefit from it, or if you are seeking to join my team, guys, I'm more than willing to lend a hand and assist you with getting what it is that you're needing to have. Okay. So again, sorry, goodness, I need some water. But I really enjoyed myself today. Do you guys see, like, when you do things over and over, you become better. You get better at it. So if you fail a lot, you're gonna get good at failing. But you're saying, Valerie, fail? I don't want to get good at failing. But when you fail, it's like you fail better. I can't really explain it, but you become better as a result of failing. You know, I don't know how to. So it's like when you fail, you win anyway. So you don't fail. But I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Let me stop babbling. But you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful, lovely, spectacular, what's today? Terrific Tuesday. And God bless you all. Have a wonderful and blessed day.